What's up, Infected, and welcome to the Quarantine. Today I'm going to be taking a look at a game, or an expansion to a game, by the name of Smash Up Big in Japan. Now, if you're not familiar with what Smash Up is, I'm not going to be covering the rules here, but I'm just going to be covering the new parts of the expansion. Now, this comes with 4 new races, a few new bases that you get to use, and Titan cards, which are these big, solid, thick plastic things which drastically change the way the game's played. Alright, now the meat to this, the expansion here are the 4 new factions that you see. So you have similar but legally distinct Godzilla, that's Kaiju. You have similar but legally distinct Pokemon, which are Itty Critters. You have similar but legally distinct Sailor Moon, which is Magical Girls. And then similar but legally distinct Power Rangers, which are the Mega Troopers. Now, the biggest thing this adds outside of these 4 are these 4 Titan cards. Now, the Titan cards here, they all have special abilities. Now, on the card, it specifically states how these cards would come out. So, for example, this one says, instead of your regular minion play, you may play this card in a base where you have at least 2 minions, but then they have special abilities, like ongoing. Your minions cannot be destroyed by other players' abilities. Talent, you can move this Titan up to 3 of your minions here to another base. So that's a very devastating, could be a very devastating ability. It is the Walking Castle. So you could probably tell where the reference comes from, but you would lay this down next to a base and its ability activates. Now, each one of the characters' Titans here are a little bit different. They all have a special way that you can put it out. However, their faction cards here also, a lot of them will allow you to place them out. So these factions all play very, very differently. So the Sailor Scouts here, they are able to basically bring their friends back from the dead, bring things back from the discard pile, and they all support each other just like good little Sailor Scouts do. So that's pretty much how they play. Now, outside of these Titans that each race winds up getting, each one of these races play very differently. And my favorite are these Sailor Scouts that you have here. Now, they all pretty much support each other, and they're really good at bringing their own cards out of the deck, getting the support that they need and pulling them out of the discard pile. So, for example, like the Black Cat, you get to search your deck for the Lunar Captain. Which we all know who that's supposed to be. So you would be able to search your deck or the discard pile for the Lunar Captain and put it out. And so they all play, very differently from one another, but it's really just more factions, but it includes these new really cool Titan cards. And that is pretty much the Big in Japan expansion. Now, I know I didn't cover a whole lot here because I thought about going a little deeper into how each one of those factions play, but if you know how Smash Up works, they play differently depending on who you combine them with. So, for example, like those Sailor Scouts where they support each other, you could play them differently depending on who you bring them with. So, like zombies, in my opinion, one of the better ones to be able to combine them with, because you just never have anything in the discard pile, and your Sailor Scouts are zombie Sailor Scouts, so that's always entertaining. But how is the expansion overall? Overall, it's more Smash Up. If you like Smash Up, pick it up. It's definitely awesome. And these Titan tiles. Now, I only own a few expansions for Smash Up. I'll have my stuff in the base box here. I think I have the base game and one other expansion plus this, the Big in Japan. And these Titan tiles are actually really, really strong and really powerful. There's one of them, I think it's the Megabot here. Instead of your regular minion play, you play this in here, blah, blah, blah. But it says you have +1 power here for each of your minions. So if you're playing one of the ones that have a lot of low-cost minions, which if I'm not mistaken are actually the Pokemon ones, if you combine that with them, you have a ton of little minions out, and you're just getting a bunch of +1s, which are just insane. And all of these are really, really cool, and I hope they start introducing them a little bit more, because if it's only these 4, then everybody's going to want one of these 4. So they're going to need to bring out more factions that have these. But overall, there's not really much else to say about the expansion. It works really well. It fits with the Smash Up theme. I mean, you take 2 factions, smash them together, shuffle all those cards together, and then that's just what you play. And it's really just kind of an area control game, basically. And I mean, it's a very simple game. I don't know what else to say. It is fantastic. It's definitely a game that's going to be going into my collection. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time in the Quarantine.